welcome everybody to another inspiring episode of Strength Hub by CXO Digital Pulse. This is where we delve deep into remarkable journeys of women who embody resilience, dedication, and the power to drive change. Today, we bring to you yet another story that epitomizes the theme of our campaign: Invest in Women, Accelerate Progress. And this episode is where we uncover the extraordinary journey of Dr. Puneet Kaur Kohli, an award-winning IT leader, author, speaker, and innovator. Puneet's narrative is a testament of her unwavering spirit and the spirit of women who defy odds, break barriers, and pave the way for others to follow. Let's delve in and unravel the layers of Puneet's remarkable journey, marked by courage, determination, and a relentless pursuit for excellence. Welcome to Strength Hub, Puneet.
Thank you so much. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. Yeah.
You're most welcome. Well, I'm excited to delve right into the story. And, I'd like to ask you, when we look back at your journey thus far, which are the moments or experiences that you think have had a significant influence on shaping who you are today?
Well, thanks for that question. So basically, what Kanchan, I would say that there have been so many moments where when you experience those. Struggles which are now when you look back are developed into opportunities, and I basically have a series of such remarkable events in my life who has been turned into opportunities. And when I want to catch memory down the lane, so there's those nostalgic moments, like give up an expression that if we did not experience those moments, then I would not have been where I am today. So definitely, you would like to have an instance, or like if you can elaborate more on that, please.
Yeah, if you could zoom into possibly one particular instance that is etched in your memory, we'd be grateful to hear that.
Okay, so basically that was a remarkable moment when I joined the program of Landmark Group, which is a curriculum for life, and in which when you enroll yourself, you do a 6 months course, which is like three different modules that you have to point out. And the last module which I did, it talks about 3 months of a project that you take, and in which you have to do something which is like as a CSR initiative or something you giving back to society. And to my surprise, when I did this course, and on the final day, I had to make a declaration that you have to take one project which you have to complete in either in your lifespan or a particular time frequency. And I had a huge people of celebrities in my that panel when
Yeah.
I took over, even so much that Mrs. Sudha Gupta was also there, who is now the a chairperson of Mother's Pride School. And to my surprise, she made a declaration: I'm going to open 100 kindergarten schools. And and she was living up to her that life. My declaration was that I am going to make 100,000 women literate in tech. That's what I did. So I made that. Suddenly, I did not have anything, so I said, "Let me do." My feedback was that because I earned and I basically evolved in technology. That's how that has been what is over the years I've evolved, and that is something which I evolved, and I wanted to give back to the society in any form. So that day, my turnaround, or the countdown had begun. So my journey took a lot of time, where because of different organization I have served. So anything which is those days in computers which were more than 5 to 6 years old, then I used to scrap them, get them assembled from different XYZ areas. And then on Saturday Sundays, I started my journey of teaching in Anganwadi, which are crutches. Now these Anganwadi crutches are where the leaders, or probably the people are from the government players, and they basically what they do, they leave the siblings or the children's basically to see that like they are properly fed by the government and all that stuff. And these ladies who leave their people, they are also illiterate. They don't understand technology is a very big, they even don't understand the language.
Hmm.
So what was thing, so my a form of communicating with them was not even Hindi, no English, no barrier. So technology was my language. So what I did, build up animations for them, like the do's and don'ts, what I want to give them, like A, B, C, D. So over the years, Saturdays, Sundays, and even on the holidays, I used to do it for 2 hours every day. And I saw that there was a momentum where, there is a NGO who basically, sponsored me for that. My dad took this initiative because he was the chairman and managing director of LIC of India, and like where there are certain things which he wanted that, like through SOS, which is head by late Mrs. Tara Ali Beg in Delhi. So she used to do some campaigns on the blind relief funds and all, and I he gave me some sponsorships for that. Sponsorship means a table to sit where I used to conduct these things, and like an animated which I would do made some capital investment in terms of capitalizing those things. So when it started taking its edge, I had more Anganwadi getting collaborating in one room. 50 people started with 5, 10, 15, 30. There used to be 100 ladies at one point of time. And even so much of them, their children also. That's what is thing. Excitement not only stopped here. When I used to cloud now, like, the mobile phones were also taking up its own pace and all that stuff. Now, there was a relief fund which was coming up with SOS along with Cry. So they saw my this that that I did not know by this time how many, because it was a job which I kept on doing, kept on evolving myself, and I got a practical experience. One fine day, it's almost completed 10 or 11 years, and I came back and I came to know that I ended up educating 110,000 or well, 110,000 ladies and women in tech and children. And this is when a recognition came, and Cry basically nominated my name of in basically Jewels of Punjab, where Dr. Manmohan Singh gave me an award for this. Amongst 75 global Punjabis out of 45 countries, I was only the third lady who got this award, almost like for in 2019. And I was also nominated for Padma Shri as well the same year. And this is some that moment which is like so close to my heart. And till this date, whatever I evolve, I just want to give that back to the society. That's something amazing I do. I
That's
love doing that.
brilliant and scintillating and so inspiring, and it actually puts me back on my journey. I've finished my first level with Landmark, and I'm waiting to just embark on the next one. So that's absolutely inspiring. Thank you for taking us through that little piece of your life. And I'd like to bring in my next question. We've always seen that you have a dedication for maintaining balance between work life and your own life, and I totally admire that dedication. uh, could you share some strategies or beliefs that you've embraced over time to uphold this equilibrium amongst everything that has a demand on your life?
Sure, sure. Thank you certainly for that question. Basically, work-life balance is something which I say that, like, you're not the same two individuals. So I have my dedicated time. So one thing, mantra, which I observe in life, wherever you are, wherever, whether it is small moments or big moments in your life, give your 200% in that. If you're at work, 200%. If you're at home, 200%. And even if I'm practicing any hobby or if I'm a speaker, so I will just put in my all effort that like it should has to come out of the best. That is one thing. And it so happened that there here also I will share some insights that, like, I declare myself one hobby every year where I want to, basically, I just, what, I start practicing that from the scratch, and I won't leave it unless I don't attain an alchemy in that. That is how, as far as my principles in life goes. So I just see that I'm unstoppable. So that's what the energy I feel. So it so happened that I was being invited to become a jury member to judge in some of the beauty pageant. and uh, and it was like, of late in my journey of 2019. And I just said that, like, because I was involved in some kind of event where I used to do some global modeling assignments till this date for many of the corporates and all that stuff, but very much outside India and all that stuff. But when this mandate came, I said that I'm a technology leader, and you are expecting me to become a cheerleader who is sitting next to some of the stalwarts of the of their own of their own domains. And then I said that I'm sitting here and I'm determined to judge people, the girls who've really worked hard to walk on the ramp and judge them. I said, am I doing the right justice to them? So somehow I said that let me be one of the I'll be only one who will be asking questions, but I will not be judging on the appearances and all. No, no, it's not my this thing, because I don't basically specialize in that. So something which I don't know, which that I strictly say no, because my experience should only work speak about what I have gone through. That's what is my principle. And what happened that, like, I got myself enrolled at being a jury member. And then one of my who recommended my name to the jury member. This was in, like, which is like, if you say glad rag, Mrs. Glad Rag, which used to be done by Nesquadia Group. And I stood, basically I was the jury member one of times there. And then what happened that one of my very, like, fans and all, they recommended my name in the beauty contest and all. And suddenly I get a call, and they took me and they said that now my journey starts for the pageant, while I'm still a technoholic. And and how I did, then it was not easy. It's a journey in itself, it's a complete transformation, a big change in itself. You will find that it was so, I really started liking, because it's just not me. It teaches you humbleness, it teaches you transformation and everything. It's one, the way I carry myself as an aggressive leader, but at the same time being a humble person. If I have to be in the pageant, that means I'm representing myself as that I'm a total a new person. So I this journey was so commendable. This, I just don't know, I learned, if it is a party makeup I have to do, I get the best. So what I did, I got myself enrolled with Satish Karukar beauty classes, and I learned party makeup for myself. If it is something which I have to do, I have to walk the ramp, then Sandeep Soparkar was my ultimate moderator or mentor, and I learned from them. Not only that, I got trained on ballroom dancing from him. If it is something from English point of view, I went to Sabira Merchant, and went to many other Shashi Tharoor also to attend his classes. In fact, I was trained by Shashi Tharoor himself, and even to maybe Sabira Merchant also in Mumbai. When it talks about my wearing, I was good at being a stylist myself. So there, I did some kind of positive imaging and all that stuff. And when I walked the ramp, I not only backed myself as the Mrs. Inspiration for year 2020. I got Mrs. India International 2020, and in the year 2022 I represented India of Mrs. Universe, and I was the second runner up out of 100 countries for Mrs. Universe. So that's the kind of alchemy I received that. So
Wow.
that's something which are this thing. So
Wow.
that was my journey for being in the beauty and entertainment also.
It's so fascinating to see different facets of the same person.
Yeah.
An IT leader turning to, transforming to being a participant, and then going on to be a winner of a beauty pageant, and how that shapes you as a person. It's sheer brilliance.
Yes, and then probably this year even I was the guest of honors to do some kind of justice to basically being a jury member for Mrs. United Nations also in Delhi.
Wow,
Yeah, yeah,
beautiful,
that's
beautiful.
awesome.
Well, it's been such a nice journey, and then I'd like to ask you that on this journey, and given your expertise in different things that you do, I imagine that you must have encountered a range of challenges. Could you talk
Absolutely.
about one certain challenge that stands out to you, and how did you manage to overcome that particular challenge?
So definitely, when you are consistent as a technology leader on the top, being a diversity, and with my 26 years of work experience, it does not come handy. It just tells about that the confidence oozes when you have really, experienced those things in life. And that is how the consistency on the top is. So many times you have been a part where, when you are reporting to some people, the boss says that, I've never recruited a lady manager in my entire lifespan, and you're just being one of only lady member in that entire team. And then ensuring that the second layer who reports into that lady, at least have an equilibrium and equal footing. If I have a 10 people reporting, I'll ensure 5 girls and 5 males are there. That for me. And not only I will stop there. In case the kind of verdict that I have come up, like, the equal opportunity for transgenders, and if there are things, I will not mind taking them in my team, because I have got one of the best experiences when I was working for AT&T, and I used to be present in San Francisco and San Jose. Out of my 17 team members, there were 11 people who were transgenders, and that is the planet for transgenders, that. And they
Okay.
are such excellent people in tech. I was like, the kind of energy they used to have and the kind of bond they build up with me over those 6 months still is remarkable. And back home in India, I see now that everything is legalized. I don't mind. I think so the corporate should take, why we are talking about only diversity today, we're talking about transgenders. So we should have equality for all genders across the planet now. That is what is my message to the entire world. We should
Absolutely.
not stop there.
Absolutely. Building inclusion as, a fabric of the very society that we live in.
Yes.
Yes, we should all.
We have to weave this thread common, right? Then only it turns up into a proper cloth, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. I couldn't agree more. Well, with that, Dr. Puneet, I'm going to delve into the rapid fire, which is one of my favorite line of questioning. So I'm going to give you
Sure.
a little time to think about the answers that you want to give. The first thing that pops to your mind when you hear the question is what we want to listen to. So getting right there, how do you like to unwind after a day at work?
Can you repeat the question? Sorry for
How do
that.
you like to unwind after a heavy day at work?
By practicing different hobbies that I have. If it's in the regular day in the evening, if I don't have any conferences, so I do converse, I do attend my evening conferences in technology and try to peer with my fellow CIOs and CEOs in the market. I really love that. And in case there is no this thing, then I probably go home, have myself see one good documentary on a TV, and then probably cook myself something, and then probably go back to bed. That's how I do
Fantastic.
that.
Fantastic. If you could dine with any historical figure, who would that be?
Live historical figure, or he is also being no more in this
Anything,
world?
anything, anything, alive or not.
Okay, if it is about a historical figure, then definitely Queen Elizabeth the
Wow,
second,
wow, wow. Brilliant.
because I have seen her very close, because my recognition in terms of Jewels of Punjab did not stop here, because I was even invited by House of Commons in basically in UK, where I was personally being awarded by the great lady, Queen Elizabeth, late Queen
Mhm.
Elizabeth there, and the beauty and the charm was, it was. I just can't. The charisma was so much at that age.
Mhm.
I just can't. My eyes could not fall down anywhere. I
Wow,
was just like, she was stunningly beautiful, and the way she used to carry herself.
absolutely. She's one enthralling and captivating lady.
Yes.
Well, lastly, you've spoken about acquiring new hobbies and skills, and you're a learner for life. So currently, what is the skill that you're working on?
So in 19, basically, if you say way back in 1989, 90, I learned commercial flying. Basically, I was a commercial pilot.
Wow.
And yeah, so when I came back, because my dad wanted one of his kids should be, into a flying pilot. But those days back home in India, basically people were, the ladies were not accepted as pilots, basically. So the journey started of 94, 95. But at this time, I was already into my tech, basically, because of the technical background. I went into computer science. I did my engineering. So I wanted to aspire to become, have my private pilot license. So recently, I basically already registered myself in car aviation, which is the official training partner and academy for pilots from Indigo Airlines.
Mhm.
And I want to do my 60 hours of basically symbolic simulators. And then
Mhm.
after that, I will be, pursuing my flying on job flying in Pune. And then I want to definitely acquire my private pilot license.
Wow. The more I speak to you, the more questions I ask you kind of uncovers a different facet of your personality, and it is so inspiring.
I'm also learning something on basically, also an artist, so I'm very good at painting. So this year, I would like to give myself, to acquire my skills in paintings so that I can, teach some paintings by giving back to the society through my art galleries. That I definitely want to do for next 3 to 4 years.
This is absolutely inspiring, and I wish I had all day to have this conversation with you to discover more and more, but I'm afraid that today this is as much as what we have time for. And I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for joining in this conversation. you know uh, it's a very captivating conversation that we've had with you, and I can't thank you enough for having taken out your time to do this with us as beautifully as you have.
Thank you so much for this opportunity, and I'm really stunned by the kindness and the humbleness that you have showcased. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And to all our viewers, as we close and conclude this captivating conversation with Dr. Puneet Kaur Kohli, it's evident that her journey encapsulates the essence of resilience and empowerment. Through her story, we're reminded about the transformative potential that perseverance and the impact of investing in oneself can actually get. Dr. Puneet, your unwavering commitment to excellence, I'm sure serves as an inspiration to all of us, highlighting the potential that lies within each one of us. Thank you very much. And I'm sure that you are going to be a champion for women's voices, and your story will resonate as a symbol of hope and possibility to all of us.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.